My name is Noraisha. People always call me Aisha. I'm currently working in the National Pharmaceutical Control Bureau under the Ministry of Health Malaysia, particularly in the pharmacovigilance section as a head of pharmacovigilance section since March this year. The main challenges to intensify pharmacovigilance is first the attitude of the healthcare professionals. Of course, we understand that they always have a busy time to report because it may consume time to report, but this is our main challenge, which to intensify the pharmacovigilance, the attitude must be corrected. Of course, this can be done because we have done a lot of roadshow, we have done a lot of talks to give awareness the importance of the pharmacovigilance to the healthcare professionals, and we also encourage them to report through the pharmacies. Let the doctor detect the signal, the ADRs, and let the pharmacist do the follow-up, do the report direct to us. So that is our way how to improve the ADR reporting, even though they said they have no time. So now we actually trying to improve the reporting through the pharmacies. We highlighted the importance of the role of pharmacies, which they can help to do the reporting and the follow-up. When we go to the private, we also actually encourage them to do the same. Yeah, because we highlighted this is the pharmacist's role to actually monitor the safety of the drugs. For your information, in 2004, the total report that we have received is about 1,600 as compared to 2014. In the 10 years duration, we increased about 13,000. So you can see the vast difference. So that the main reason that we actually started the clinical pharmacy program since 2004, whereby the pharmacists, as part of their job description, is to do the ADR reporting. So from there, from the thought that we give to the healthcare professional, we always encourage that you can ask the pharmacist to help to do the reporting. They can always, because the doctor is close to the patient, they can detect the ADR, and the pharmacist will help to do the ADR reporting and follow up with, we need further information about the ADR reports. In Malaysia, the reporting from the public is still very low. It's about, last year is less than 1%, it's 0.08% from the consumer or public. So our goal ahead is to increase the reporting from the consumer and the public. We have just actually introduced very specific self-reporting, what we call it consumer reporting, that it can be submitted via the hard copy, or they can also submit it online. And I think we need to increase more in the communication. We can highlight what we'll do, what is the important, why they need to report. We also face other challenges in Malaysia, such as to combat the unregistered, especially traditional medicines, because we receive a lot of ADR cases from the use of the unregistered traditional medicine that involve serious cases like liver failure, renal failure, and most often the product, when we test it, is adulterated with steroids. The awareness to the public should be enhanced. We need to improve our risk communication to give the alert that the consumer must aware that they should look out for the registered product. They should actually don't take unregistered product, and of course this must be done through the very good risk communication, so that they can understand fully what is the risk if they take this type of products. Okay, we have a lot of plan, and one of the plan is to improve our signal detection method. Currently, we just do manually. For those who do the key in or who receive the database, he just identify what is the cases, and then we do the data mining, and that is manually we actually evaluate whether there is a signal or not. But in the future, the signal method, the algorithm, we are using the PRR to be inbuilt in our system, so that it can alert us and we can do a better assessment on the signal. Perhaps we can get more signal from the inbuilt algorithm in the systems. Another thing, we want to move towards the pharmacovigilance inspection. This is to ensure that the industry, the company, is meeting its legal responsibility in the pharmacovigilance system, whether they should have the pharmacovigilance system in place to monitor the drug safety. So that is about the pharmacovigilance inspection. Another thing, we also want to concentrate on the genotyping research, whereby to understand the genetic contributors to drug response variability, so that we can provide a patient with a predictable response and minimize the risk of the ADRs. And at the same time also to increase the patient compliance and improve the cost effectiveness. So that is our way forward in Malaysia for the pharmacovigilance.